everyone. Welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Mike, and our article for you today is all about fireworks. Of course, that was my terrible impersonation of fireworks. But everybody loves fireworks, so if you didn't guess what I was doing there, you still know what fireworks are. If you don't, turn on your television at 11:59 next December 31st. Find Taipei 101 on the news channel, and boy, well, you know what fireworks are for like 3 minutes. That's all you'll get. We associate fireworks with big celebrations like New Year's Eve, both here in Taipei, of course, in New York City, Times Square. They have fireworks on the buildings. We shoot off fireworks at other times of the year. Chinese New Year is another great time to see some fireworks. A lot of the temples here have their annual holidays and festivals. They'll use fireworks. In the UK, of course, they have Guy Fawkes Night or Guy Fawkes Day on November 5th, fireworks. And anytime there's a big sporting event or entertainment event, even on the stage when the pop star suddenly appears, more fireworks. So everyone loves fireworks. They're lots of fun. And there are certain places where they do them really, really well. And we're going to be reading about one of those places. I will try to say the name correctly, but it's in Spanish. So please be kind if I make a little mistake. Las Fallas Lights Up Valencia. We know Valencia is in Spain. Las Fallas is, I'm assuming, the name of this fireworks festival. We'll find out, but there'll be a lot of woo and a lot of gee and a lot of bang and a lot of people going, ah, because it's fireworks. So let's check it out.
Fireworks light up the sky and firecrackers hop and pop during Las Fallas, Spain's most popular festival. This 5-day event, held in the city of Valencia, is a feast for the senses. On each morning of the festival, marching bands move through the streets playing music and throwing large firecrackers. In the afternoon, delicious smells fill the air as people cook huge pans of paella and fry sweet, crispy churros in the streets. A special floral offering takes place on the 3rd and 4th days when parades with amazing floats and performers dressed in fancy costumes hit the streets. At night, festival days are capped off with fireworks displays exploding above.
All right, so Las Fallas Lights Up Valencia. We know it's in Spain. We know that fireworks are involved. But we don't know much more, so let's read on. It says, fireworks light up the sky, and firecrackers hop and pop during Las Fallas, Spain's most popular festival. Well, there you go. It's Spain's most popular festival, and we know they have a lot of festivals, right? Bullfighting, throwing oranges and tomatoes at each other, all that kind of stuff. They do all of that. But this is much cleaner than that and much more peaceful than that, even though they do have fireworks exploding and firecrackers. Those are the things that don't shoot up in the air and make sparks and light. They just make a loud banging sound. We use firecrackers here in Taiwan around Chinese New Year, right? We're trying to chase away Nian. Or at the end of Chinese New Year, a lot of businesses will put firecrackers in front of their door, and they make a very loud noise, a loud cracking noise, which is why, of course, they get the name. So you'll see lots of bright lights in the sky and hear lots of loud bangs in the city streets of Las Fallas, this very popular festival. And it goes on for a while. We see this 5-day event held in the city of Valencia is a feast for the senses. So it lasts for 5 days, maybe like Wednesday through Sunday or something like that. I'm not sure, but it is definitely a feast for the senses. Now, when I say feast, a lot of you might be thinking of a really large meal, right? People will feast on food at Chinese New Year or at Thanksgiving in America, or you might have a barbecue feast for a moon festival here in Taiwan or something. But we can also feast on other things. If there are things, and there's a lot of them, and they're there for our enjoyment, and it's probably kind of a special occasion of some kind, you can call it a feast. A music festival would be a feast of live bands and interesting sounds for music fans, or an art gallery is a feast of paintings and sculpture for people who love art or something like that. You're not eating it, you're just enjoying it in large amounts in kind of a special way. For example, the movie is a feast of sights and sounds. So it's not a black and white movie. It's not a real quiet movie with just people talking. No, it's probably very colorful. Maybe it's science fiction. Maybe there's a lot going on, but you're definitely going to be entertained. Your eyes and ears and brain will have a lot to enjoy from that. Back to the article, it says, on each morning of the festival, marching bands move through the streets playing music and throwing large firecrackers. That is one noisy band. Hopefully they aren't throwing the firecrackers at the fans watching. They're just throwing them to make noise. Plus there's the noise from the music. It must be quite special. And then in the afternoon, delicious smells fill the air as people cook huge pans of paella and fry sweet, crispy churros in the streets. This sounds great. Live music, firecrackers, and then we get to eat paella, which is of course a cooked rice dish. Many people love paella. It's like the Spanish version of risotto or something like that. And churros, those are like those long donuts. It's basically a donut. It's fried in oil. It's crunchy and sweet, might be chocolate flavored, but it's not a circle like a donut. It's just a long stick. But they are definitely crispy. If something is crispy, you bite into it, you hear a crunch or a snapping sound. Think of fresh potato chips or fresh French fries out of a bag. They're not soft, they don't go no, they stick out, you stick them in your mouth, you bite in, crunch, crack, and of course that's a very enjoyable sensation when you're eating. French fries, a good example. We have this sentence, these fries are amazing. They're crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, just like you want your French fries to be. All right, then it says, a special floral offering takes place on the 3rd and 4th days, when parades with amazing floats and performers dressed in fancy costumes hit the streets. Well, that's good. You can kind of give your ears a rest. The people who make the firecrackers can spend time getting more firecrackers, because the 3rd and 4th day it seems to be more about fashion and art and stuff like that. You get a parade. That would be wonderful. And, you know, firecrackers, you can have a few too many. My ears are still ringing. But then at night, okay, now it's time for more fireworks. At night, festival days are capped off with fireworks displays exploding above. Well, yeah, nighttime, you gotta have fireworks during a festival, and that's the way they cap off or kind of finish, in the same way that you might put your cap on your head to finish getting dressed, or put a cap on a bottle to finish closing it. They cap off this festival every night with more fireworks. This all sounds wonderful, and I think you'll find me there looking up at the sky, holding my churro, going wow, as I enjoy more fireworks. We're going to take a quick break, enough time to get a churro, but don't go too far, and then we'll be back with the rest of the article.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天的课文是要介绍西班牙最受欢迎的节庆 Las Fallas 法雅节。那这个活动是在瓦伦西亚市举行，为期5天，是一场感官飨宴。节庆期间的每天早晨啊，游行乐队就会穿梭街道来演奏音乐啊，投掷大型的鞭炮。那么下午人们就会在街上煮大锅的西班牙海鲜饭，还有油炸香甜酥脆的吉拿棒。第3天、第4天则有特别的献花活动。会有令人惊艳的花车游行，还有穿着华丽服装的表演者会上街。那到了晚上，再用空中绽放烟火表演来画下句点。我们先来看这个单字 feast。feast 当名词可以指盛宴或者是宴会，在我们文中我们说一场感官飨宴，我们就用这个 feast 来表达祥宴那种意思。再来 crispy 它是形容酥脆的。好，那我们如果是用 crunchy 这个形容词 crunchy 可以形容松脆的嘎吱作响那种。好，那么 Mike 老师刚刚则说到，当你吃到这个外酥内软的薯条时，是一种很令人愉快、很享受的感觉。老师用到 sensation sensation 可以表达感觉、知觉，它也可以表达造成轰动的人事物。好，再补充一下，文中的 churro 就是吉拿棒。paella 就是西班牙海鲜饭。Mike 老师说这道料理啊，就像是西班牙版本的意式炖饭，所以老师说的这个 risotto 就是意大利炖饭。那这边3个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们刚刚课文里面呢有使用 hold 和 take place 来表达举行、举办。那我们这边第一个重点就是要介绍 表示举行、举办的说法。那么第一种，我们可以用人或者是主办单位去加上 hold 或者是 host， 再加活动。例如 They're hosting a dinner party tonight， 他们今晚将举办一场晚宴。第二个用法，你可以用活动加上 be held 或者是 be hosted， 后面你还可以接 by 人或者是主办单位，那这边就是用被动语态表示。例如 The festival was held by the local government， 那个节庆是由当地政府主办的。那么第三个用法呢，我们可以用活动加上 take place， 可是要特别注意 take place 没有被动用法。例如 Where will the concert take place？ 那场演唱会将会办在哪里呢？好，再看到第二个重点是 cap off 加名词，这是表达结束什么什么，为什么作结。cap 在这边呢是指使什么结束。那么在美语当中呢，常常会接 off 加名词，去表达说以可能是让人兴奋或是令人印象深刻的事来画下句点。举例来说 ，The concert was capped off with a fantastic fireworks display。那场音乐会以精彩的烟火表演画下句点。好，第三个重点是 with 加受词加受词补语。那这个句型是用来附带说明主要子句的状况。那受词补语我们可以用分词、形容词或是介系词片语。如果你要用分词当受词补语的话，就来看看这个受词跟受词补语的关系。关系主动就用现在分词 VING， 被动就用过去分词 PP。我们来看两个例句哦。It's bad manners to talk with your mouth full。满嘴食物还说话，这是不礼貌的哦。那这边是用形容词 full 来当补语。She couldn't concentrate with the kids running around。孩子们跑来跑去，她没有办法专注。那么孩子们会主动跑来跑去嘛？所以我们这边补语它用到 running 是有加 ing 的部分。好，这回到课文中。
During the festival, giant fallas displayed across the city turned Valencia into an outdoor art gallery. A falla is a monument made up of ninots, or colorful papier-mâché statues representing famous figures. A contest determines the best falla, which is kept in a museum. The remaining fallas are set on fire on the festival's final day to welcome the arrival of spring. There really is no other event like Las Fallas. If that statement sounds like a bit of a stretch, why not go check Las Fallas out for yourself?
All right, let's get back to the festival and find out more about Las Fallas. It says during the festival, giant fallas displayed across the city turned Valencia into an outdoor art gallery. Yeah, one of the things you'll notice if you look up some pictures of this festival are these giant figures that they have outside. Beautifully made, very, very colorful, and they do kind of turn the city streets into a giant art gallery. Not just a big art gallery, but an art gallery filled with giant art. Really big stuff to look at. But a gallery is where you would go to look at art specifically. We could talk about art being in a museum, and sure, there are famous art museums, but museums might also have things that's not art, like, old pots or bones or stuff like that. Galleries, though, are mainly for paintings, sculptures, art, things like that. And unlike museums, a lot of art galleries will actually let you buy the paintings. So we wouldn't say an art store or a painting shop. We would say an art gallery. It could be a museum form, or it could be a business where you can buy the art as long as you have enough money. For example, we plan to go to the art gallery this weekend and check out some paintings and maybe buy one if you like it. Let's find out about a falla. It says a falla is a monument made up of ninots, or colorful papier-mâché or papier-mâché statues representing famous figures. That is the art we're talking about, and as you can see in the pictures, they are big. These are almost the size of a monument, which is the kind of thing you would expect to see when we put up a big statue or something to commemorate, to honor a famous person from history or a famous moment in history. We can put up a monument. It might be a statue, it might have other things around it, a small garden, a small building, a fountain, who knows, but we're putting up a monument in the city or in a place to sort of remember a person or a great moment in history, to show our respect and to pass on this part of our culture to future generations. For example, the park features a monument to a former president. There's probably a statue of the president. There might be information about what he did or what she did, that kind of thing. And that's someone we want to remember because they did important stuff. Back to the article, it says a contest determines the best faya, which is kept in a museum. Okay, so maybe they organize it by neighborhood or by different art groups. They all compete to try to make the best, most beautiful sculptures they can, and they save one every year and put it in a museum. That's a great idea. What happens to the other faya or the other fayas that don't make it into the museum? Well, they have an interesting fate. It says the remaining fayas are set on fire on the festival's final day to welcome the arrival of spring. Wow, that must be kind of a special thing. Maybe, there's a ritual or a tradition about burning them, but I can't stop but think about the poor artists who worked on these beautiful paper sculptures probably all year, and then at the end of the contest, they just burn them. That must be kind of heartbreaking in a way, but for us, the spectators watching, it would be spectacular, and certainly it will make the contest more interesting. You want to win. You don't want your work to burn. A contest is kind of like a competition or a game. We have people playing against each other. At the beginning, everyone will be doing the same thing, and then at the end, you'll have a winner based on who did the best, who got the most points, that kind of thing. You could say a basketball game is a basketball contest, but we have the more specific term game. A contest, though, could be lots of other things that aren't normally sports. A speaking contest, a singing contest, a cooking contest, something like that. If you organize it so that people are competing and there's a winner, now you've turned it into a contest. For example, the radio station held a contest to see who could sing the best. These singing contests, of course, are very popular, as we know. Back to the story, there really is no other event like Las Fallas. It does sound very unique. And if that statement sounds like a bit of a stretch, why not go check Las Fallas out for yourself? So if you kind of think, no, nothing more unique than that, I don't know, well, you have to go to Spain, experience Las Fallas for yourself, and then maybe you'll be convinced. Maybe that will change your mind. Let's look at our what do you think question. Why is or isn't Las Fallas an interesting holiday? I would have to say that I think Las Fallas is an interesting holiday for several reasons. One is that Las Fallas has giant papier-mâché sculptures. Another is that they burn the losers in the competition. And a third is that my ears will probably hurt because people use firecrackers and fireworks every single day and night. It's quite loud, so that's another kind of special thing about it. I'll see you guys there. I'll be wearing earplugs, probably hiding in the corner away from the fireworks, but watching all of the beautiful sculptures go by. Till then, take care everyone, and adios.
在法雅节节庆期间，城里各处会展出巨大的法雅人偶，把瓦伦西亚这个城市变成一个户外艺廊。那么法雅人偶呢，是用好几个代表知名人物的彩色纸塑雕像组成的那种纪念塔，会有一场比赛呢，决定出最好的法雅人偶，然后把它保存在博物馆里面。其他剩下的法雅人偶就会在节庆最后一天被点燃，用来迎接春天的到来。听起来蛮像是一种仪式的。那 Mike 老师他用到 ritual 这个名词 ，ritual ritual 就可以表达仪式或是庆典。再看到课文单字 gallery 表示艺廊或是展览馆。Monument 表示纪念塔、纪念碑或是历史遗迹。老师在解释单字时用到 commemorate，C-O-M-M-E-M-O-R-A-T-E， commemorate 可以表达纪念的意思，是个动词。再看到 contest 是名词，它表示比赛、竞赛或者是有争夺的意思。好，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Fireworks light up the sky and firecrackers hop and pop during Las Fallas, Spain's most popular festival. This 5-day event, held in the city of Valencia, is a feast for the senses. On each morning of the festival, marching bands move through the streets playing music and throwing large firecrackers. In the afternoon, delicious smells fill the air as people cook huge pans of paella and fry sweet, crispy churros in the streets. A special floral offering takes place on the third and fourth days when parades with amazing floats and performers dressed in fancy costumes hit the streets. At night, festival days are capped off with fireworks displays exploding above. During the festival, giant fallas displayed across the city turn Valencia into an outdoor art gallery. A falla is a monument made up of ninots, or colorful papier-mâché statues representing famous figures. A contest determines the best falla, which is kept in a museum. The remaining fallas are set on fire on the festival's final day to welcome the arrival of spring. There really is no other event like Las Fallas. If that statement sounds like a bit of a stretch, why not go check Las Fallas out for yourself?
The Taiwan Glass Gallery was founded by Taiwan Mirror Glass Enterprise Company Limited in 2006. Originally, Taiwan Mirror Glass Enterprise produced furniture. A glass product exhibition hall was later added to the second floor. Visitors who enter this world of glass can admire the breathtaking craftsmanship behind the pieces of glass artwork and gain a better understanding of the application of glass in building, furniture, decor, and artwork. Before you enter the exhibition hall on the second floor, you'll notice a glass-molded building by the foot of the stairs, which was created based on Lu Kong's Ilo. Next, you'll see the Dream Linking Bridge, which is a hallway paved with impact-resistant glass over a layer of fine white sand and seashells. Digital scanning is applied to the ceiling panels, and pictures of a starry sky are projected to create a romantic atmosphere. Fascinating glass artworks are on display in the exhibition hall. The lifelike glass trellis and ants are eye-catching. The Taiwan Glass Gallery is also home to Taiwan's only glass vest, which amazes visitors by how it perfectly mimics the soft texture of fabric. A 3D laser was used to scan and sculpt the heads of the gods Qianli Yan and Shufeng which seem to rotate when observed from different angles. There is also a large kaleidoscope. If you would like to have some fun, ask a friend to stand at the end of the kaleidoscope, then look through it to see how the image of your friend changes. The souvenir shop sells handmade furniture, souvenirs, coffee cups, and utensils. Artists skilled in glass blowing, molten glass shaping, and dough figure molding are invited to perform on holidays. The restaurant offers homemade coffee and delicious meal sets. Aside from satisfying your appetite, you can also take the glass cups and plates home as souvenirs. Husheng Glass Matsu Temple not only combines local culture with ecological preservation, but also demonstrates how energy-efficient glass can be incorporated into rooftops. Although the entire structure is made of glass, the indoor area remains quite cool. The glass temple shimmers vibrantly when the lights are lit up at night, making it a major highlight of coastal Changhua.